Good morning, everyone. We're here in Kansas City at the American Sons
Columbus.
of Columbus. We're here with two of the members of the club. And if you want to introduce yourself to everybody out in the world, go ahead.
I'm John Liberto.
I'm Jerry Cammisano.
Okay, and we're going to kind of just talk to them about it. You can see that the tournament has already started. The women's are going right now. So if there's a lot of screaming and hollering, you know why. If you can, if you could kind of give us kind of an idea about just the history of the club here, because I'll tell you what, I'm very, very impressed. We don't have something like this in Southern California. That this is something that we would love to have, especially for the fact you have such a tight community here, and it's just great. So why don't you give us a history of the place?
So the club was founded a little over 50 years ago, actually as an Italian-American civil rights organization. So Tom Gialde, Andy Danella, and others founded this organization to fight for workers' rights. Where we are now was predominantly an Italian-American community.
Okay.
So there were a lot of Italian-American families here in the Northeast area, and then in our north end near our city market was all predominantly Italian and Sicilian families, immigrant families.
Okay.
So from this organization sprouted out that social aspect, which was the game of Bocce. And so originally our organization had courts outside that were made of clay, and then they built this structure soon thereafter to facilitate our forecourts. And of course we have the synthetic courts now.
And the synthetic courts run really well. So
We're real proud of our new courts, yes.
Very proud.
So I heard through the grapevine that this might not be here in a while, that you guys are looking at maybe something bigger and better.
We're definitely looking to expand the club and expand our membership and expand our facility to be able to accommodate more tournaments and more international, because we want to get the regulation size courts and things like that, and more courts. So we have a big interest in it, but we think that if we did do this, we would probably grow our membership by leaps and bounds. Plus, we'll be able to have youth Bocce, which is hard to do here.
Right.
But we can do that where we'll be able to nurture people that turn them on to the Bocce game.
Okay.
From young to strangers that never had it.
Okay, excellent. Now, the person that the tournament is the memorial for, since most of us are not from here, well, at least our team is not from here, who is he?
So Tom Gialde, as I stated before, was one of our founding members of the organization. And he championed many initiatives at the city and state legislative areas to help advocate for Italian-American civil rights. So after Tom had passed, I had proposed to our board that Kansas City really never had an invitational Bocce tournament. And when I asked for permission to put one on, when we were talking about who we would name it or what we would name it, the first name that came to mind was Tom Gialde. Because of his impact on our community. So that's why it's in his honor. He was an avid Bocce player among many other sports, but Bocce, him and his brother Stan had a very soft spot for playing. So the beneficiary, so there's a philanthropy component to our Bocce tournament. And that is our Bocce tournament serves and helps the Boy Scouts Troop 80, which is the only troop in this area of the city. Every single Boy Scout lives at or below the poverty line. So we help them, Mr. Tom, Mr. Stan, helped them throughout many, many years as members and officers of this club. So in their honor, we wanted to keep that tradition alive. And every year we help them by presenting a check for various amounts. And to date, so far, we've given them over $25,000.
I think that's amazing. That's amazing. And that's the thing about having a close-knit community like something like this, that you're able to champion causes like that. And it's my hat's off to you guys. And once again, you guys have done a phenomenal job this weekend, because you've taken in a lot of teams here to try to push it into.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Largest one yet.
Yeah,
That's why we thank you guys for coming all the way from California. It increases our network. I mean, people are getting exposed to our club.
Right.
And Kansas City is a Bocce enthusiast city.
Yeah, we can tell.
You're
no doubt
absolutely right.
about it.
We can tell.
And there's very few people that could have done what Mr. Gialde did, and there's very few people that could carry the ball like John has afterwards. So,
well, you guys,
and I hope to
hats off to you guys. We're going to be having a large tournament in February of 2024 in Southern California. Oh yeah, we'd love to see a team here from Kansas City.
Absolutely.
And before we close, I love that shirt because I just love Ric Flair. we were just howling about those shirts yesterday. So because I think we play each other in the first game.
We play today.
Yes, we play the first game together. So guys,
we're the 4 horsemen.
Yeah,
it'll be good fun.
It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you more. And if anybody else wants to get on camera and talk, just come on over. We got this thing going.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Mark, thank you so much.
Appreciate you and everything you're doing for the sport.
Yeah, not a problem.
It helps promote the game.
What you guys are doing to the sport is the internet, social media, which needs to be exposed.
Amplifies and helps the game.
We have a basis here, but what you're doing is something that is the future of Bocce.
Absolutely.
Right.